Recording. I want to take like a little bit about your background as well before starting of this session. Then I can understand what exactly you want to learn on this data side platform over here. Okay, so this is like a Microsoft Fabric demo session. So before starting, I think Vijay, you joined for other session as well today. Of course, you no need of my introduction, but okay. So my name is Ram. I have nearly 15 plus years of experience in IT industry. Let me, yeah. So I have nearly 15 plus years of experience in IT industry. And in this, I have been working for these are the technologies: SQL, MSB, Power BI, data engineering, Fabric, and Snowflake. 8 plus years of IT trainings and placement assistance experience. We are currently out of KPHP Hyderabad, our office. I started this Eclasses training institution in 2016. We were offering training and placement both. And so this is our website where you can able to find out e-classes. And for every student, we are giving a LMS portal and mobile app as well for better learning experience. Okay. So today I'm going to focusing on this Microsoft Fabric course, and mostly like the people who are in IT, non-IT, career gap, freshers. Like there are some people already working in IT having 10 plus years of experience, working in non-IT, having some career gap, and freshers. So these kind of people are trying to learn this Microsoft Fabric course. So before understanding about this Microsoft Fabric, you need to understand about the currently there are three cloud vendors available in the market. So one is about the Microsoft Azure, AWS, and GCP. So when you have these three cloud vendors, why this Microsoft Fabric? What is a Microsoft Fabric? Microsoft Fabric is also one of the cloud only, similar like Azure, AWS, or GCP. But Azure, AWS, and GCP having almost 200 plus software services. Those you can use to implement any kind of projects. But Microsoft Fabric is a cloud which is used only for data engineering projects, data analyst projects, data scientist projects. So Microsoft Fabric, which is a platform, it's a SaaS platform, software as a service platform, which is used only for data engineering, data analysis, and data science. If you want to implement this data engineering projects, data analyst projects, data science projects, then we can use the Microsoft Fabric. In IT industry, so far, dedicated to data, dedicated to data services. If you have any separate cloud, that is Microsoft Fabric. AWS, it's a mix of many software services. Azure, it's a mix of so many software services. GCP, it's a mix of so many things. If you see in the Azure, this is a Microsoft Azure cloud. Inside you can able to find out there are so many software services here. Here you can see all the services. These are all the software services over here. These many software services we have. These many software services over here. So whatever these softwares, almost 200 plus. But data related only few softwares. Those few softwares which is needed for data engineering, data analysis, data science projects, Microsoft has recognized the importance of the data, and they made a separate cloud environment for that one, that is called Microsoft Fabric. It's an industry revolution. So far we were implementing those kind of projects either by using Azure or AWS or GCP. Now Microsoft has separated the data engineering related services from this Microsoft Azure into Microsoft Fabric. They separated those services. They separated a software services which we are using for data engineering purpose from the Microsoft Azure into Microsoft Fabric. So where we can see that Microsoft Fabric, what is the login portal, that is app.powerbi.com. Here see Microsoft Fabric is a app.powerbi.com. I can say simply one thing. Earlier days, to implement the data engineering projects, we are using Microsoft Azure Cloud, and for designing of the reports on by using a Power BI, we are using Power BI tool. Now this Power BI and this Microsoft Azure related software services both are clubbed and keeping in one platform, that is www.app.powerbi.com. So now the companies are trying to implement their projects in this Microsoft Azure separate cloud environment, and they were not using Azure, AWS, or GCP to implement the data engineering projects. So if you are learning this Microsoft Fabric course, you will get three parts. You can play like a data engineer, you can play like a data analyst. It's nothing but a complete Power BI, and you can play like a data scientist. So to go more in detail brief on this course, I just want to understand your like profiles as well. Like most of the people who joined in this demo session might be the working professionals. They are already have some experience in IT. Am I right or wrong? Can you guys give me a little bit introduction about your experience if you have anything? Let's go with Vijay. Do you have any work experience currently?
Hey, hi Ram. Yeah, I have around 18 years of experience.
Great.
Okay, I'm working as a senior manager in
Okay.
Genpact.
So what
Okay,
skills
so generally,
you have contributed so far?
like I know the Python, everything is in a pockets. Okay,
Okay.
so first I started my career as a VBA because at that point of time VBA was at a boom. So
Hmm.
VBA, Hyperion, then Cognos, then came to Tableau, Power BI, and some of the Azure platforms also.
Okay.
But mostly on the Tableau side and Power BI side, SQL and all those things. So overall, you can say that it's a data engineering product.
So
That is the
mostly
Python.
on analysis part you have in the front end visualizations, of course.
Right, right,
Obviously, we're working on the back end data as well. Okay, great. It's
right.
more like this is more familiar with you. Definitely, it's a platform. See, so far, whatever you have implemented the Tableau Power BI, it's a piece of component in the BI projects. But with this Microsoft Fabric, you are going to provide end-to-end solution to a customer on a data side, any kind of requirement if they have, with only a single cloud platform, that is Microsoft Fabric. Okay,
So,
thank you, Vijay.
thank
Next, Praveen, can you go ahead with your small introduction?
Yeah. Hi Ram. I myself am a fresher. That is, I have only 2 years of experience in IT,
Okay,
and I'm currently working as a SQL DBA, and also I'm familiar with the AWS cloud. So I'm just looking for next project. So I thought this would be a better opportunity to move ahead.
correct. So in the market, if you see the analysis, data engineering is like having a good boom actually comparing to other any kind of technologies. Okay, because see, day by day, like the market is going to be uh, turning into the because of AI. So most of the jobs are going to be killed. I mean, killed in the sense it's not 100%. Those are like very smooth, simplified. So still there is some booming and having demand for the data engineering. That's the reason what I have observed. Most of the people who laid off are having more experiences, and when they're looking for a better career opportunities next coming 10 years, they're focusing on the data engineering part only. So in the Praveen's point of view, he was working like a DBA. So a DBA positions are in very danger from last 5 years, because there is no special DBA rules, or there is no special DBA services in any of the cloud platforms, because now everything in the cloud. Inside the cloud, there is no specific DBA activities available, because most of the things automatically that cloud platform is taking care of all these things. So definitely you guys needs to be focused on other kind of roles, like data engineering is the best option for all of you. Yeah, thank you, Praveen. Next, go ahead with Karthik.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm having total 3.2 years of experience as a manual tester.
Okay.
I'm looking for Fabric for like a job switch for upskilling myself. That's
Right. So here, like when we are comparing with Karthik profile, also it is something similar like a DBA. So testing is like it is also going to be danger in the future. The priorities are changing, and when certain level of experience when you are gaining, so definitely your job will be in the risk. And one thing he mentioned, Karthik wants to learn only Power BI. So I am the first trainer for Power BI in India who started like in
oh,
2016. In 2016 I was started this Power BI training. So that time when I was trying to
oh,
implement my project, so I can see there is no uh, trainer for the Power BI. There is no videos in the YouTube. That time I uploaded 40 videos in the YouTube channel, in 2016 ending. You can see so far in my YouTube channel, with the uploaded dates as well. Okay, so the thing is here, when you are going to have this uh, only Power BI, if you are learning, there is no open positions much for Power BI, because many people are felt like Power BI is easy tool, and internally some non-IT or some other technical people were migrated into the Power BI. So that's the reason there is a little bit of saturation for the Power BI role. So if you are learning only Power BI, there is no use of, you will not get much calls for that one. So now Microsoft has added for existing Power BI platform few more data engineering related softwares. So with the combination of this Power BI plus this data engineering components, we can call it as a Microsoft Fabric course. So in this Microsoft Fabric course, we are going to cover complete Power BI, complete data engineering things as well. So when you are learning Power BI plus this data engineering activities which we have in the Microsoft Fabric, then only you will have more chances to hire and get a better position. Okay, alone Power BI I don't recommend. From last 4 years I'm not recommending to anyone, because Power BI is a tough competition. So you should have more skill, uh, comparing more skill than Power BI. That is Microsoft Fabric. It's included Power BI also. Okay, thank you Karthik. Next, Ramesh, can you go ahead with our work experience if you have anything?
Yeah, hi, good morning, sir. This
Very good
is
morning.
Dinesh.
Yeah.
Okay. I have 4+ years of ETL developer as that is SSIS tool, and I was currently I was involved in the DBA migration that is on-prem to AWS. So I just want to migrate from on-prem to cloud. So that is how I chosen this Microsoft Fabric. So.
Okay, so you are working currently on the on premises, which it is, what it is?
On-prem to AWS EC2. We are
A-
migrating databases from on-prem to AWS.
okay, you are working on AWS currently.
Yes,
Any
sir.
specific reason why you are looking on this Microsoft Fabric?
No, actually, my primary skills on as a ETL developer, sir.
Which tool you
So
are using?
that is how I just SSIS tool.
Oh,
So
okay. Then
last
it's most
four
opted.
year 4 years I have experience on ETL developer. So
Hmm,
currently the cloud is in the very requirement session, right? So
got
that
it.
is how I just want to move to cloud environments.
Right. So
Yeah.
when Microsoft, uh, earlier days, they have some tool like MSBI, Microsoft Business Intelligence. It's completely uh, local on premises, not the cloud. So slightly when they have introduced this Microsoft Azure, they were replaced this SSIS with a data factory. Okay, yeah, it's like it's very easy for you. This is the right choice what you have taken to learn this Microsoft Fabric without diverting to the AWS. Thank you, Ramesh. Now,
Yes, I have it. So,
yeah, go ahead.
sorry to interrupt. Actually, regarding the data engineer concepts, is that related to as a data developer or what, sir? So, can you explain
I
about?
don't think there is a data developer positions roles. There is a data engineering role is there, and we can call this as a ETL developer, but there is no data developer role. I didn't heard like this kind of wording data developer, it's a data engineer or a ETL developer. So
So
of
like
course,
it is involved data factory, that kind of stuff.
that is a software service which we are going to use inside. It is similar like SSIS. It is
Oh
there
yeah.
inside this Microsoft Fabric.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Next, go ahead with the Shiva.
Ram, thank you, Ram. So I'm working as a functional consultant in one of the big four companies. My domain is on Microsoft Dynamics platform.
Okay.
So since 6 years I'm working there. Before that I was into non-IT background. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it about me.
Great. Yeah, I understood. So, like, yeah, recently what I have observed, many people they were like moving from Microsoft Dynamics CRM. I heard like 4 to 5 people when I was talking with them. They were changing to data engineering. See, what the
Yeah,
people realized, like, data engineering is the future. This is the safest, next coming 5 to 10 years. So that is the reason most of the people were choosing this data engineering related platform. Among those, this is the Microsoft Fabric is the latest in the market, which contains so many, so much importance for the data side. Okay, right, thank you, Shiva. And next, Mukesh Gupta, can you go ahead? We were not able to. Yeah, now we can.
Hello. Yes, myself is Mukesh Gupta. Total, I have 10 years of experience in two different organizations.
Okay,
And in the first organization, I have worked as a worked on Microsoft Excel and VBA.
okay,
Now, still, I'm working in Genpact past 4 years
okay,
in Gurgaon location as a MIS analyst. A part of that, I'm also supporting the Power BI team. And I much know about the Power BI, but now I want to change my career in data engineering. That's the reason I have joined it.
okay. Great, great, great. Right, thank you, Mukesh. So what I have observed, like, so why I was asking to introduce everyone about your skill set, so then other people can understand and relate, like what kind of background people are trying to learn this. I mean, transition of their career into the data engineering. So you can do some kind of analysis on that one, like, are there are they like only single, like many people are trying to migrate it over here or not? Okay. Okay, so we understood here. If you observe, there are different type of background people are trying to uh, moving into the data engineering part, right? So the main conclusion here is like, it's all about, we decided data engineering, a person who is working in Microsoft Dynamics CRM, person who is working in Power BI, Tableau, a person who is working in testing, and a person who is working in the Excel VBA, and a person who is working in the DBA, a person who is working in the ETL tools on the on premises. With 7 different kind of profile, people are targeting this Microsoft Fabric. Now that means we are eliminated these 7 type of jobs and courses. A Microsoft Dynamics CRM person is trying to learn Microsoft Fabric means definitely there is a future for this Microsoft Fabric comparing to the Dynamics CRM. So that kind of conclusion you can able to get it. Okay, so let me give a clear brief on this Microsoft Fabric, like what exactly we are going to learn it over here. Let me open one a project like which we have. Let's go to here, and yeah, here you can see. So let's take one use case scenario. I have a supermarket. It's a chain of markets and shops. We have one supermarket in India, another one in USA, and the one is in Australia. So 3 different locations. We have 3 different supermarkets. We have India, USA, Australia. In every supermarket, when there is a transactions are happening, when a customer is coming to buy the products in the supermarket India, So that data will come and store in the backend database over here. That data will come and store in the backend. Uh, yes, that data can be stored in another cloud environment. It can be in a Microsoft Azure, it can be in a AWS, it can be in a GCP, and it can be in a on-premises local SQL server and Oracle. So your business data can be stored in any place. Now, as a Fabric developer, inside this Microsoft Fabric cloud, where you are going to log into this Microsoft Fabric cloud. So we have one of the cloud environment, app.powerbi.com over here. We have app.powerbi.com over here. Inside this app.powerbi.com, over here, we have so many software services available. You can see in the bottom here, there is a Fabric and there is Power BI. Both we have. You need to log in inside, and then you have to like by using a tool data factory. We can call this as a data pipeline also. By using this data factory, we need to consolidate the data which is in a Azure or in a AWS or in a GCP or in another SQL server or in Oracle into a storage service that is a lake house. Okay, we need to consolidate my business data located in different locations into one particular location, that is lake house. So once the data is coming to this lake house, from this lake house again we are going to load the data into the warehousing over here. Again we are going to load the data into the warehouse over here. Okay, so whatever the data we have consolidated and stored in a lake house, it's a kind of a file system. For example, you have a CSV files, Excel files, text files, audio, video, images, anything you can upload into the lake house. It's something similar like a Google Drive. From this lake house again we are going to load the data into warehousing. So in between this lake house to warehouse, when we are going to move the data, we are going to apply some kind of a data transformations, data cleaning techniques over here. So when we are doing this data cleaning techniques, what tools we are going to use? We can use a Dataflow Gen 2 or a Databricks notebooks we are going to use. Here you need little bit of expertise on the notebooks to write PySpark or SQL, whichever is your comfort. I'm going to teach you both here in this one. And once the data is coming to the warehouse, then we are going to designing a data modeling over here. That means like relationships between the tables. Then finally we are going to designing of the Power BI reports over here. Apart from this scenario, we have another scenario. For example, sometimes when you are going to have a IoT devices live streaming data, that data also you can able to push into cloud. There is a KQL database is there. By using a live streaming analytics service we have, with that one we can able to perform the data to be moved into the Microsoft Fabric. So in this Microsoft Fabric, I'm going to focus on completely data factory, data pipeline ETL tool, and lakehouse, Dataflow Gen 2, Databricks notebooks with PySpark, warehousing, data modeling, complete Power BI desktop, and writing of the DAX formulas inside. But 70% of the weightage I'm going to give for the data engineering part. Data engineering part means data factory, data flow gen 2, Databricks notebooks, lakehouse, warehouse. Power BI part data analysis means data modeling and Power BI. Okay, so I'm not going to touch data scientist over here. In this Microsoft Fabric course, our focus is data engineer and data analysis part. Once you are completing this course, after completion of the course, we are going to applying for the jobs like a data analyst, like a data engineer, like a fabric developer, like a Power BI developer, like a data factory developer, like a Databricks notebooks developer. So these many positions you can able to apply. So far in IT industry, similar like Microsoft Fabric, you never ever see any kind of cloud which is only for data engineering, data analysis, data science. So that is the reason most of the clients they want to use this Microsoft Fabric is very simplified, this one. Very simplified software service, this one. So this course I'm going to take it on the 2 weeks of, I mean 2 months of the duration of the course. And this 2 months of the duration of the course, we are going to cover whatever the data factory, data flow gen 2, Databricks notebooks, lakehouse, warehouse for the storage, and Power BI purpose, DAX, Power BI online service, desktop, I'm going to cover. And in this 2 months, I'm going to cover one project end to end as well, and resume help, some interview question and answers also we are going to prepare for you as well. So earlier, before this Microsoft Fabric is coming to the picture, for data engineering purpose we are using Microsoft Azure or AWS or GCP. For data analysis purpose we are using Power BI or Tableau or ClickView. For data science purpose, another cloud platform. Now you no need to use three different cloud platforms to implement a data engineer, data analysis, data science. You can have a single platform, that is a Microsoft Fabric over here. So inside this Microsoft Fabric you can log in, and I will provide initially this login for practicing purpose, the environment, and you guys can able to log in and you can able to practice, and you can able to create a workspaces here, and there you can able to create whatever the software services you needed. Let's for example you need a data pipeline or data flow gen to lakehouse, notebooks, reports, models, warehouses. These many things you can able to develop it over here. And also you can able to uh, click on this data flow gen 2, or like whatever the pipelines we have over here. So whatever the pipelines, let's for example you can click on this advanced pipelines over here. So under this advanced pipelines you can able to see this is a data factory. You can able to add whatever the activities you want. Let's for example I need a copy data activity. Simply you can able to add that copy data activity, you can able to design. So this kind of flows also you can able to design it over here. For example if you want something to write PySpark commands, simply you can able to open the notebooks as well. Okay, so you can click on this notebooks, and inside the notebooks you can able to create it over here, create a new item, and there is a notebooks. So inside these notebooks we are going to write down the PySpark or SQL commands, whatever you want to write down it over here. The commands you can able to write down it over here. The main beauty of this notebooks commands is, see there is a co-pilot is there. So you no need to write down any commands. Automatically when you are typing, how you are using ChatGPT, right? When you are typing something, automatically co-pilot is writing the coding without straining you. This is the main advantage of this one. Okay, so this course is 2 months of the duration we are going to conduct, and daily we are going to take it currently at the 11 a.m. IST. After 1 week, if you're not comfort, then I will move this session into the at morning 9 a.m. IST. Okay, so tomorrow onwards, coming 1 week, I will take it at 7 a.m. only, sorry, 11 a.m. only. Okay, you guys can join tomorrow also at 11 a.m. on the same meeting link, and same time you can able to use it over here. Okay, so if you want to see the day wise what we are going to cover inside this course, I have prepared that day wise content as well. Let me show you the day wise content also. Yeah, this is the day wise content over here. This is the day wise content we are going to cover inside this course. 60 hours duration we are going to take it over here. Okay, any questions from anyone? Now we can able to ask the questions about this course here now. Any questions more on this one? Vijay, Karthik, Ramesh and Mukesh.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
Again, the same question. Might be I'm a little confused on this.
Hmm.
So, when we are talking about the data engineering and Microsoft Fabric, right? So, I understood the basic difference of that.
Hmm.
But when we are talking about the data engineering, right? So, I see the data engineering course is also for 2 months, and Microsoft Fabric is also for 2 months.
Hmm.
But Microsoft Fabric, what advantage we are? I see that there is 100% Power BI and plus data engineering also,
Correct.
right? So is it like in the data engineering course you are completely focusing on the complete data engineering 100%, and here you are giving only the the 70-80% knowledge on that? Is it something like that?
Right. No. So
What we
here,
are missing over here?
yeah. So what will happen in the Microsoft Azure? Let's take it here. We have a storage account with the blob and data lake, right?
Right.
So this is going to be like more options, more the things available. Let's for example, there are 4 to 5 sessions can be spent on this blob and data lake. But when you are coming to this in this Microsoft Fabric, that two things are replaced with lake house. It is just like a 15-minute subject.
Okay.
And here in this warehousing also, it is also a 15-minute subject. So this is how Microsoft is simplified the things.
Okay.
The rest data factory and Databricks notebooks both are like the same. We are going to spend the same time for what we were spending in the Azure data engineering.
Understood. And when we are talking about the notebook, right? Is it something like a Jupyter notebook?
Yeah, it's like Databricks notebooks to write the commands. It's not Jupyter, it is something similar like that.
Something similar, yes.
Yeah,
Of course,
exactly.
it is not Jupyter,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
something similar like
yeah,
that, right?
yeah.
Understood. So what we are saying, the data factory completely we are going to cover on that, and we are going to,
Cover the
of course, you
notebooks,
already mentioned that, yeah, notebooks and data.
flow,
Am
Gentoo.
I missing?
Data
Yeah, am
flow,
I missing data bricks over here? I think we are missing data bricks over here,
that
right?
is nothing but notebooks only, right?
Acha, that's a, oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Font size is very little. I'm so sorry for that.
yeah.
So I was not able to read it. Yes, understood. Yes, I think that I'm done.
Thank you. Any more questions from Karthik, Ramesh, Mukesh? Okay, so if you guys don't have any questions, then we can wind up this one and we can
Yeah,
continue.
Ram, one more thing, like for the credit, for the data engineering, we have to go for that credit card, right?
Right.
To initiate it. Here, that is not required. Am I correct?
Yes, but if you want to create this free subscription, you should wait 90 days.
Acha, it'll support us to 90 days.
Now, to activate your free subscription, for example, if you create
Mhm.
it today, it will take 90 days to
Oh, it will
activate.
take 90 days to just
Activate.
pop up.
Yes.
Oh,
So that's the reason I will provide my credentials to log in for practicing purpose.
okay. And then we can simultaneously we can activate
Yes.
it. Once it got activated, I can we
Use
can
your
use it,
account.
right?
Yes.
Or
Yes.
is there any ending for that?
Ideally, they will tell for 60 days. They will be continuing of that one.
Understood.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ramesh.
Yeah, actually, sir, you are providing training on data engineering and data analyst, right?
Hmm.
So, do we require any other courses to get the job on this, like any other things to add?
So you need a basic SQL and Python knowledge that I'm going to share here for self-learning purpose. 20 hours SQL, 25 hours Python knowledge also.
So, like, it is required to learn Python to
Basic
get job
things,
on my.
basic things is needed whenever you are going to work on any data projects, data side roles, courses. Uh, Definitely this is required. SQL and the Python knowledge is mandatory.
Okay, if the SQL thing is
See,
everyone
Python also
right?
basic things only you are going to learn, not in-depth oops programs. Those things you are not going to learn. Just basic commands you are going to learn.
Got it.
And Ram, that power platform is there, right?
It's different
So
actually.
yeah, it doesn't play any role over here, right?
No, no. That is for doing like power apps, power power
Power apps,
automation.
power automate, and power virtual, all those dataverse and all those
That
things,
is
right?
not related to this one.
Mhm. Understood. Okay.
Okay, guys, let's meet tomorrow. Okay, thank you.
So, yeah, to
Yeah,
get this certification, so what kind of certification do we
DP
need to?
700 exam you need to write down. So our team will guide you on that one. Yeah, DP 700.